Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, in which this video we are going to go ahead and do another 10-minute build off of Atletico Madrid this time. Y'all seem to enjoy the Burnley one. Y'all hopefully enjoyed the Man United one that's coming out tomorrow in my time. And then hopefully this one, when this one comes out as well. I am trying different type of videos. I do have a different video going out next Wednesday. But actually, by the time you're seeing this, it actually probably maybe went out already, because this might be going in the Friday after that. If it is, y'all hopefully enjoyed that MLS Imperialism video. If this goes out the weekend before that, hopefully y'all enjoy that on Wednesday. But the objective here, we have 10 minutes to try and form a title-winning squad. Now, we could have done this with Real Madrid, with Carlo Ancelotti's last season as a Real Madrid manager, with Jude Bellingham. But I feel like that would have been too easy, because all we would have done is bought in Mbappe and then pretty much be set from there, because the team's already good enough as it is. Barcelona doesn't need that much work in FIFA terms. They need a lot of work in real life, because holy cow, are they broker than a broke bitch. But we are going to go ahead and do this with Atletico Madrid. In game, we're not going to change the formation at all. It's a 5-back system here at Atletico Madrid, a 5-3-2, which has Griezmann and Depay starting strikers, Lamar, Coke, DePaul, Reinaldo, Hermoso, Jimenez, Savage, and Molina as our defense, with Oblak in net. Now, Oblak, I'm going to tell you right now, is not changing at all. He will stay. Griezmann will only go if we sell him. Now, he is linked to go to Saudi Arabia. We have 175 million to work with. And I'm just realizing this is in American. Is it in dollars? If so, I'm restarting this. It is in dollars. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're on the right currency. 175 million. Now, these first 3 players are players that actually have been linked to them in real life, at least as far as the summer goes. And I think even maybe into the last winter transfer window in January. So we have 175 million to build a team. We are going to prioritize at least 1 or 2 of these real players, at least these 2, to be honest, Hernandez and Bowie. This linking in dude from Malicor, or whatever his name is called, I'm honestly not that interested in, because we technically don't have a left mid spot, so I don't really see him have a future in. We do have a couple striking options on here as well, as far as Lautaro Martinez and Dybala. We also have the possibility of bringing back Ronaldo into European football to give him one more season in Spain, not for Real Madrid, but for their biggest rival. Yeah, their biggest rivals, or their second biggest rivals, Atletico Madrid. We are also bringing Conte. Now, this is not going to be realistic at all. This rebuild is not going to be realistic. It's not a normal realistic build at all. We are just trying to build at least somewhat of a super team to win the league. That is our objective. Leva from Arsenal, he is signing a new deal with Arsenal, so again, obviously not realistic at all. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. I give myself 2 extra seconds to click back on the screen, but we are going to go ahead and start the timer there, and we are now fully into it. 10 minutes to spend in the transfer window, and this team looks like it needs some work. And to be honest, I think the first signing we make is Theo Hernandez, bringing in a great left back. Now, I am going to go ahead and try and do every deal, at least initially, manually, as far as that goes. Now, you can't see the tension, but that's completely fine. We are going to go ahead and offer them 75 million and see what they say. They wasted my time. Okay, so we have a week-long wait for him. We'll go and try and bring in Socha Bowie. How much do they want? 20 million, and the release clause is 34. Sacha Bowie, we are going to try and bring him in as a right back, possibly to replace World Cup winner Molina. I'm about to offer them a outrageous amount of money there. 22 million. They shouldn't at least walk away from that. They actually accept that as well. So we are going to go ahead and delegate that, and we already lost a minute trying to do that Theo Hernandez deal. If you are enjoying this series, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what team you want me to do next. I have some options over there, thinking about going back over to England, maybe even going to France and Italy, obviously, to do those. But Sacha Bowie has accepted this deal, 39K, a rotational role, so maybe Molina might have to be forced out of the club for him to actually get some game time. But we make the first signing of the summer, and it took us nearly 2 minutes to do so. Now, we're only going to get rid of, we're only really going to buy a striker if we sell a striker or if we swap a striker. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and transfer list all strikers that we have at the club. How many strikers do we have on loan? Holy cow. Correa can leave, honestly. Griezmann can leave. Kind of just going to sell one, maybe two. We also could bag Joao Felix back from loan, and I might end up doing that, but I'm going to have to decide on that within the next 7.5 minutes because that is part of the transfer request. We are still in the first season, technically, of the career mode, so teams still aren't at loan that are obviously were loaned for last season. Mario Hermoso, I mean, I am envisioning to replace him with William Saliba, but we are going to look to at least try and keep hold of them somewhat unless they offer them a decent money, $25 million, and which means we are instantly going to go in for William Saliba and try and bring him into the squad, and he could be our new #1 center back to be alongside the oldies. We are going to try and offer him a little bit under his value. They want $31 million plus the 34 off of Angel Herrera. I'm actually kind of tempted into that. I'm going to try and get this a little bit cheaper on the cash phase though, just to save a little bit money because Theo Hernandez is going to cost an absolute fortune to bring in. So William Saliba will come in for cheaper than what we were going to have to spend on him if it was just a straight cash. Lamar to Arsenal. How many years has this been linked in real life? I'm glad I haven't seen any links about this in real life this year. I'm honestly not that tempted to sell him, but if we get around 50 to 63 million, you know what, we can go find another center mid that is just as good, if not better, on the ball. Correa, I'm not going to go ahead and accept that because we are about to get rid of him for Saliba within the next day or two. And here it is. Who is that leaving? That's Hermoso leaving for $25 million to Marseille. His replacement will be coming in any second now. This 10 minutes is going by faster than the Burnley and Man United one. Holy cow. We are going to quickly go ahead and accept this one for Alvarado, whatever his name is, Murata, and Saliba will come into the squad. Okay, I'm going to have to start skipping this stuff. I might have to start delegating some deals. But William Saliba comes into the squad. I am going to go ahead and delegate this deal, though. Maybe. What are they saying? 79? I'm going to start it at 75. I'm not going to go higher than 103. And we might actually be forced to sell Lamar to bring in another. Lamar sale agreement 53. Raul Jimenez, I'm not interested in selling. You can be sold. You loan to buy. I mean, flip sake. End negotiation. I was going to accept it, but I don't care. Lamar, can I bring in another center mid? Can, realistically, Saul or Coke play here for Lamar? Or is Lamar going to be vital in this season? I think Lamar might be vital for this season, to be honest. We have Kondobia as well. I think we do sell Lamar. I think we sell Lamar because I want to bring in a striker that y'all see on this short list. I think we sell Lamar, we accept the 53 million, and then we try and bring in Conte into the squad, and he can be his replacement. Well, he can be Coke's replacement at CDM, and obviously yada yada yada. 76 million accepted for Theo Hernandez. A big chunk of our transfer budget is going straight in for him. 76 million, that's literally half of our budget. We might actually have to not sell Lamar, or I mean, it's already too late because here he is walking out the front door. Lamar has been sold for 53.4 million. That's insane. He is gone out of the club. Hernandez has accepted his deal. He is now onto the team as a crucial squad player role, and I'm gonna have to sit here for a second because I'm gonna use him as my thumbnail. So I'm gonna lose a little bit of time here. I could pause it, but I don't think I'm making that much changes in 3.5 minutes, to be honest. And that is Murata leaving the club for nearly 30 million, and we're about to bring somebody in for just that much as well. We didn't sell Griezmann, but just completely fine. We have our backline pretty much sorted. Our midfield is sorted. Our striking force is sorted as well. Well, actually, our midfield is not sorted yet because we still have Conte to bring in. Our midfield is sorted once that. Our striking is sorted as that as well. But there is a main man here that we want to bring in. And I'm actually going to probably use him for the thumbnail instead, actually. So I'm going to try and get this done as quickly as possible. Al Nassr wants 27 million for him. I will offer that for him in a heartbeat. Obviously, he's not worth nearly 27 million in real life anymore. If he would move to Europe, it would be for free or for less than 15, to be honest, because he's honestly not that good anymore. Crucial squad role, 87 overall. A minute, 2 minutes to get this deal done. We're easily going to get it done. Release clause. If we were playing this real, he would have to have a release clause, but he's not. He's going to earn 100K because why not? He's the second best player in the world, and he will join the squad, and I'm going to need him to hurry up and show his jersey within the next minute and a half so I can get this Conte deal done. Holy cow, but we have less than a minute to get this job done. 7. Because you're not going to be number 7. Is it Griezmann? I think it's Griezmann. I'm pretty sure it is Griezmann. No, it's not. Nobody has number 7. Why does he not have number 7 then? There you go, number 7. Why did the game not give that to him? Let's go ahead and bring in Conte, though. I got to hurry up and bring in Conte. Purchase agreement, sold. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Come on. Carrasco, I'm not selling Carrasco. I'm not selling anybody at the moment anymore. I'll sell Griezmann off camera if need be. I can sell players off camera. But there is Conte, and there is probably our last signing of the summer. N'Golo Kante will join from Chelsea, obviously going to Saudi Arabia in the summer. He's already on his way there, I believe. By the time you're watching this, it might be official. But thinking about it, do I need to bring in anybody else? No. We are fine there. We are going to go ahead and stop the timer. Pretty much dead on time as well. With 3 seconds left to go. The timer is done. We are here. Let me build the team out. And then we'll quick sim all the way into January and see where the team is at. We also have Llorente, who we could turn back to a CDM. Or a center midfielder. Do I drop Griezmann? It'd be insane to drop the Griezmann there. So we'll have a 2-striker formation. We'll go ahead and switch this up a little bit. I'll turn this team into what it should be, and I'll be back. Here is the starting 11. It's obviously subject to change just thanks to how EA has their simming through the calendar deal. Ronaldo and Griezmann as our 2 strikers. A midfield trio of Kondogbia, Kante, and DePaul. Theo Hernandez and Saliba down the left-hand side here. Jimenez and Savage as our other center backs. With Bowie as a right back, however, Molina is probably more than likely going to go ahead and play. And then Oblak is our goalkeeper. I'm going to actually go ahead and go in through the squad hub and make sure nobody has a release clause. That way we can't lose them in January. And we'll be perfectly fine from there. So let me do that, and then I will see y'all through the simulations of the transfer window. We kick off the season with a 2-1 win against Espanyol, followed by a 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid. Bouncing back from that draw with a win against Rayo Vallecano. We have Porto, Bayern Leverkusen, and I don't know who else is in the group, but we'll find out in the next month, in the next slide. We go ahead and win our first Champions League game. We haven't lost in the league yet. A 3-3 draw against Barcelona, 2-2 draw against Osasuna, a 1-0 loss in the Champions League to Bayern Leverkusen. It's Club Brugge to wrap up our Champions League group as well. We finally lose our first league game to Mallorca. We don't bounce against Celta Vigo nicely. We do win our third Champions League game. We go ahead and beat Villarreal. Last Champions League group game, we've won all but one, and which was against Bayer Leverkusen. So we finish it with 5 wins and 1 loss. We should be top of the group, to be honest, so we should hopefully get an easier group. And we wrap up the calendar year with a 2-1 win over Sevilla, followed by, a 3-1 win against Sociedad, followed by a 2-1 win over Sevilla. We are now into the January transfer window, where hopefully we haven't lost anybody because I did reset squads, and it's looking like maybe Bowie might be playing a little bit, but if I'm assuming it's going to be Molina, and it's actually neither of them. It's Doherty. It's Doherty playing over top of all of them. We are going to go ahead and release him for free, and that will be that. Ronaldo's all the way down to 85. I wonder if Depay is playing then. Depay is starting to play a little bit more. But Ronaldo has 7 goals. Griezmann has 14. DePaul has 10 goals. Llorente has 3 goals. Conte only has 1. Obviously a center defensive mid though. As far as league play, we are sitting 3rd. We do have a game in hand. However, we are now currently sitting 9 points away from top of the table, Real Madrid. We are going to need a big second half to the season. As far as the Champions League goes, we have a first round of 16 game against Napoli, finishing first in the league. who finished first in their thing? Who could have we gotten realistically? Liverpool. Real Madrid versus City, Barcelona versus Liverpool, Spurs versus PSG, Bayern versus Juventus. Let's go and get into the end of the season and see where we are at after this. Obviously, nothing going to happen in the January transfer window. We are just going to go ahead and get to past the final game day because I don't really care. I'm hoping we win every single game here. We're going to have to beat Real Madrid if we want to win this title instead of just making a draw, and here it comes. Real Madrid away from the league. Please beat them. We lose 2-1. We're not going to win the league. Villarreal home in the league. We haven't lost a game yet in February until then. The first leg of the Champions League, and we lose 2-0 in the Champions League. We might be facing an early exit from the Champions League. We're still winning in the Cup. I think we're actually now in the final of the Copa de España. Real Sociedad in the league, a 3-1 win. A big game against Napoli, which is a 1-1 draw. So sees us out of the Cup, 3-1 out of the Champions League. We're going to have to focus on the league, but us with losing these games, we can't really afford to lose any game. So it's looking like we're not even win the league anymore as well, especially with losing back-to-back league games. That is just not good at all. Losing 3 league games in a row now. We finally get a win after 3 horrible performances, 4 including the draw. We win the Copa de España Cup against Valencia. Is there a chance that we're still in the top 4? I hope we're still in the top 4. There's no way we bottled the top 4 that badly after that terrible April, March month, or whatever. We end the season with a 2-1 win. I have a feeling. Oh, I didn't have myself to not get fired. We didn't win the league at all. In fact, Real Madrid went ahead and clean sweep the entire league, only losing 1 game, conceding 33 goals. We're 19 points off of the league title. That is kind of insane. So we cannot win the league within 10 minutes. I thought the team did good enough. Griezmann had 28 goals. Ronaldo had 17 goals. DePaul had 18. The team wasn't bad. It just didn't gel well together, I guess. Has Theo Hernandez not been playing? In fact, I am going to go just as an addition. This doesn't matter. We finished in 3rd, so we failed the challenge. But I'm going to go back to the beginning of the season. I'm going to release Ronaldo, and I'm going to release Doherty. I'm going to release Molina as well, to be honest. I'm going to get rid of all these guys, so you can get released. A lot of you obviously can't play there, so Theo Hernandez is the only left back that can play there. Doherty, you're going to go ahead and get released as well. As where is Molina? Molina, you're a good player, but you're going to get released. And then Carrasco is actually going to get released as well because I think he could possibly be playing as left wing back. And I'm going to quick sim all the way to the end of the season, but first I'm going to make sure I can't get fired because I have a feeling I might actually get fired. So let me go into my mod hub here. Unsackable. There we go. We are unsackable now. Let's get to the end of the season and let's see where this team could finish if all the players were playing right and I was on top of my game. I will see y'all there. And after simulating a season of going through the thing, we finished in 4th in the league. A little bit of a tougher league in the position terms. Only this time actually only 8 points out of the league, so technically better in terms of point differential, but worse positional wise. But with that being said, if you did see just that slight screenshot, you did see that we actually made the Champions League final, in which we got absolutely obliterated to Manchester City 5-1 in the final. So we did technically make the Champions League final. So I guess it was an improvement of last season, despite finishing 4th in the league. And Ronaldo actually came out top this season with 34 goals. So despite actually having the players playing the right positions and stuff and all that, we were still yet to win the La Liga League, which was our only objective. And in fact, we were so close to not even finishing in the top 4. If you did enjoy this video, let me know what team you want me to do next. Until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.